Well, folks, welcome to Tom's Basement Models, where we review model kits so that you don't have to be surprised when you put together your kit and you encounter some issues. We're trying to give you a heads up on what to look for. It's not just an unboxing, it is let's talk about the model after it's been built and show you what it's all about. Today we're going to review the Academy F-4J Diamondbacks 1/48 scale. This kit came out about a year and a half ago. It's got some pluses and minuses, and without further ado, I'm going to roll right into it so I don't drone on here. First of all, good aspects of the kit. The overall shape, Academy really got correct on this kit, I think. I think most people would agree that they've captured the essence of the Phantom in terms of the total dimensions of it. Panel line details very, very good. Makes for a good wash, as you can see, came out on my kit. Pilot figures, very good as well. Very detailed, up to date. Options in terms of weapons. Academy does not skimp on, they give you plenty of missiles, tanks, and bombs on the sprues, so you have a lot of options there. That's another good aspect of it. Decals were cartographed. Very, very easy to work with. Worked out well. Had no issues with them whatsoever. Now the bad issues, or I should say the not so good issues. Landing gear installation was problematic. It doesn't exactly come out straight. Depending on, some people might have figured it out, but I tried and I didn't think it came out that good as well. The other issue you probably read about, there's a butt joint between the wing and the fuselage, and it might help. I used some styrene to just help the connection point between those 2 points. Not a showstopper, not a big deal, but well within the ability of most modelers. The outer wing panels, that was the other issue at the wing fold here. In terms of being careful, you really got to be careful in terms of the lineup to make sure you get the actual correct ones on the correct side, so that you don't wind up with upside, the wrong wing panel on the wrong side. That was kind of difficult I had to look at that in detail to make sure, because the instructions weren't that clear. As far as aftermarket options, I used Hypersonics cockpit photo etch for the mirrors and for the canopy. And I also used, as you can see, some, I think it's Edward photo etch ejection seat pull rings. The pilots' helmets, I used some Fighter Town decals left over to put some diamonds on their helmets there. Paint wise, it's all Mr. Hobby paint, Mr. Color. On this particular airplane, I used number 11 light gold gray, which I found was a little greenish and maybe a little dark. I think this is more for early F4 paint schemes in the mid to late 60s. I may be wrong. I think this is more appropriate. The light gold gray, it's a light gray, but it's number 315. It's typically seen on a Tomcat, and it's just a tad bit lighter. You don't get that greenish effect. It's a little too strong, I think, but it still came out beautiful. Whichever color you use, it will work out perfect. And also, Mr. Color, I used US Navy white for the bottom of the aircraft. I'll spin it around one more time to give you a look at it. Other than that, that's about it. I know there's some other models out there, especially Tsukimura. That F4 has been talked about as being wonderful to put together and engineered really great, which I'm sure it is. I haven't built one of those yet. But the Academy kit is nice. Just a few things here and there to focus on to make sure you get right, but otherwise you should turn out to have a nice model in the end. If you have any questions or comments about the build itself or about my YouTube channel, please leave a question in the box at the bottom, and we appreciate you tuning in. Thanks.